Hey, welcome back to the show. Let's talk about community stuff now.
One thing I do want to mention, of course, in the Connecticut's ad that we have during the break, if you guys don't know about this already, they're coming out with that set of figures, including the Daigo Umehara figure.
That's right, yeah.
They're actually gonna have a Daigo Umehara figure with
true.
like Ryu and Evil Ryu. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me that Daigo is the first person in our community to get a figure. So. Yeah. But yeah, let's talk about some community news.
Okay, what's going on?
So first of all, did we get a chance to talk about the fact that Markman has joined the Evo staff?
I don't think we talked about that.
Okay, so Markman, he's left Mad Catz. We did talk about this. At least I know I talked about it. I think it was when Sejam was on here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Where it was actually really nice that Mad Catz laid him off because then he got all the benefits and everything like that, right? Instead of just letting him quit. Like, they knew he wanted to leave, so laying him off is such a nice thing to do, right? So he said that he's got his own goals, he wants to do his own things, And then he announced, I'm joining Evo staff, I'm helping them with Evo staff. And I was like, this is awesome,
yeah,
this is
such
great.
A good fit.
Yeah, he's going to be perfect for that. But then he was like, this is not my main project. I was like, oh, interesting, okay. Then he just announced now he is officially like the community manager for Namco Bandai, and he's going to be helping promote Tekken and everything like that. And I was like, that's so smart because he's the best at that. He does all that stuff. He
was doing it anyway, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So now he's just official.
Yeah.
Then he announced, this is not my main project.
Oh, yeah?
So who knows what it is that he actually is planning to work on.
Okay.
But he's keeping himself busy in the meantime. But again, this guy, he understands business really well. He's a smart guy, lots of connections, just overall good person, So he's a great pickup for Evo. He's a great pickup for Bandai Namco. I always want to say Namdai Banco for some strange reason. Like, that rolls off the tongue easier. I don't know why.
Just call it Namco, man.
Namco.
Their efforts aside, it's just Namco.
Yeah.
I've always thought and been impressed by Mark. I feel like he's the most magnanimous person in fighting games. It's so rare for him to say something negative about somebody else. He is so nice, and even if he personally, like in private, doesn't care for someone, he'll be the first person on Twitter to say congratulations. And it's like an inspiration in business to me.
Yeah.
It's just I'm so impressed by that. Because it really helps. I mean, not only did he help with Mad Catz, but he's quickly joining 2 or maybe more, I guess, things, and it's because of developing relationships like that. Right. So, he's an inspiration to me.
Yeah, I mean, look, when Street Fighter 4 first took off, it was Markman who convinced them to make the TE sticks.
Yeah.
It was Markman who convinced Mad Catz to sponsor all these events. Mad Catz has been sponsoring Street Fighter events since the beginning of Street Fighter 4. I was going to say time, but really Street Fighter 4, right? So, and he's the one who did it, right? So he's another one of those guys that has a lot to thank for where we are right now.
Yeah.
And where could we have been? A bunch of people going, yo, can I borrow your stick? Yo, can I borrow your stick? Dude, now everyone can pick up any joystick, including Chris Tatarian picking up Ricksta's joystick, even though he broke one earlier from getting mad, and Ricksta being on stream being terrified because Chris T was using his joystick.
I don't know the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
At Wednesday Night Fights, he lost to Mike El Na, Koryu, right? And apparently he got so mad, Chris broke his own stick.
Dang.
And so he was using other people's stick. And so there was a joystick sitting on the table in front of Eris, and Chris is like, can I use the stick? And Eris is like, yeah, sure, go ahead. I don't know whose it is. And so Chris picks it up, and then Ricksta comes by and is like, where's my stick? He's like, oh, that was yours. Chris is using it now. He broke a stick earlier.
Dang.
And then he had a run back with Koryu.
Dang.
And so Rick was just like, oh my god, please win, Chris. Please win, Chris.
And he did, right?
He did. He won.
I didn't get to watch.
So Ricksta's joystick was safe.
Nice.
It survived that Wednesday night fight. So.
Shout outs to Eris.
Yeah. Oh man, Eris is the best.
Okay, well, good job to Mark.
Yeah. I want to get his official name. The guy who works on FrameTrapped, Tom Piddock. That's what it is right there. He has developed this tool called FrameTrapped. It existed on Street Fighter 4 as well.
Yep.
And I'm assuming Street Fighter 5 has a lot of similarities, so he was able to do the same kind of plugin, I guess, for Street Fighter 5 on the PC, in which you can turn on all the hitboxes. So you can actually check out all the hitboxes. It's entered open alpha. You can check them out at their official website at FrameTrapped.com. But I mean, here, check this out. Like, you can see this really cool video here. Like, check this out. So you can see where they are on their boxes. You can see the hit boxes. I wonder if look, check that out. I'm assuming orange is projectile.
That makes sense.
Right, so that's probably a projectile hitbox. So you can see all sorts of things like that. They have another picture up here where you can see a bunch of Fung's boxes here and a list of data. And apparently you can also use it to take snapshots as well. Someone's actually, oh God, you know what? I don't remember his name and I feel bad now, but he actually went on Imgur and uploaded like everybody's hitboxes. So like for free use. So
I saw that.
Yeah, I could go to Imgur and grab that and check that out. So
yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, there you go.
FrameTrapped, FrameTrapped.com.
Yes. Shout outs to Tom Piddock. Yeah, so I see some people could not process what I said. So,
okay.
Also, Chris G announced that he and Tempo Storm have parted ways.
Right.
So this is really interesting because I mean I've talked to Chris before. He likes what Tempo Storm did for him before in the past. And such.
Okay.
Wonder if he's got bigger things down the line. Chris G, look, he's a super talented player. If you think that all he plays is Marvel, whatever like that, that's definitely not the case.
No.
He's super good at so many games. He's been super good at MKX and Injustice in the past. He's really good at KOF. He's really good at Third Strike. You know, obviously on the Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5, I'm sure he's going to be fine. So, you know, he's going to be a force for a while. So I'm wondering if he's looking to get picked up by a different group or something. But, yeah, he is definitely not a part of Tempo Storm anymore.
The Street Fighter 5 hitboxes were put up by Aish.
Ah, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, EISH,
right?
Yeah, okay. So if you, it was not on Imgur, it's on DeviantArt.
Right.
Sorry, my bad, guys, my bad. It's on DeviantArt, so definitely look up his account on DeviantArt then. Cool. So Smash Brothers community, they're very good at releasing documentaries.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, they release really good documentaries.
They have.
They've started to release some of the mini documentaries that was following the top Smash players at the Big House 5.
Cool.
I can't lie, I still haven't seen the original Smash documentary. But you know who has?
Not me.
Lupe Fiasco's seen it.
Oh, that's right.
Apparently, he was talking smack about Smash. So apparently, he's talking smack about all these other communities, and some communities had to hold that L, I guess, right?
MK had to hold that L. Yep.
But apparently, he started saying stuff about Smash Bros. And they said, Lupe, check out this documentary. And he watched the documentary, and he's like, this is sick. And started asking what DI was.
Yeah,
and he was like super interested in everything. So NRS Crew's got to make a documentary.
Hey, dude, they were on
WB, that's right. Chasing the Cup.
Was it WB?
Yeah, Warner Brothers.
Wasn't CW?
Oh, is it the same thing now? That's right.
I think what's
Yeah, you're right. It is the CW.
It was
the
CW.
Yeah.
I don't know for the life of me what that stands for, James, but it was on the CW.
You're right. The WB is what they were called so long ago.
Yeah.
I'm outing my age again. So UPN, yeah, exactly. I haven't seen that. I didn't see any of the
I
Chasing
watched
the
a bunch
Cup.
of it. I thought it was good.
Oh, you thought it was good? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I thought that they did a good job.
Nice.
Yeah, it was not overly shticky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I mean there was definitely some, but you know that's not necessarily a bad thing. So. Yeah, nobody knows what CW stands for.
Channel Warner. That's what I'm gonna guess.
Why not?
That's what I'm gonna guess. So.
Okay.
Today, Street Fighter Resurrection is supposed to have premiered today. I haven't checked to see if it has. But it is supposed to premiere today. You should be able to see it on Go90. Let me see if I have an official web page here for you guys. But this is so you guys saw Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. I hope a lot of people have seen that. This is basically the sequel to it. Same group of guys are now doing a movie based off of Street Fighter V storyline. Seems to center around Nash quite a bit. And there's like little cuts of Laura that I've seen in there and everything. But the interesting thing is that one of the major players in the most recent trailer they showed was DiCaprio.
Right.
So DiCaprio apparently seems to factor in here. So, but yeah, check that out at Go90. I'm surprised they don't have a link to their site here.
What do you mean? Why don't you just click on the YouTube video and take it yourself to their YouTube channel?
Sure, no problem. Let's click on this YouTube link. So Street
and then
Fighter
go to the
Legacy,
channel.
Street Fighter Legacy. See, I'm wondering if they're doing this here, if you have to go to a specific site to view.
Well, it's not on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's not on their YouTube channel.
In any case, yeah, the previous one was really good, and I'm looking forward to this one. Do you think it will be canon? It was shown. The preview for it was shown at Capcom Cup.
I got to imagine it's got to be canon.
Yeah, I think so too. I feel like that endorsement means that it's going to be canon.
And I wonder if it's the same story that's being told in the Udon comic, because I know Udon comic did a whole bunch of stories on Nash and why he's back. So I wonder if it's going to be following kind of the similar storyline or something. So yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
All right, cool.
Also on our channel, you just uploaded a bunch of new match videos.
Yes, I did. I uploaded some commentaries. Well, so the matches themselves come from uploads by YogaFlame24 and Black Vegeta X. I highly recommend checking out both of their channels at, I think, youtube.com/YogaFlame24 and Black Vegeta X. They're really good at uploading new Street Fighter V videos. They follow a bunch of good players on the CFN, Capcom Fighting Network, and they watch and upload a ton of videos per day. They did it with Street Fighter 4 as well, and it was just a very good way to find good players, as the viewer, from our perspective, to see good players playing diverse characters. And that was especially great in 4, where there were a ton of characters and some you didn't get to see very often. But in this one, so far, they've done a great job of picking out new good matches. Anyway, so I put up on youtube.com/UltraChenTV a couple of videos of myself commentating over matches that I got from both of those uploaders. And one of them I thought was cool. It was Ryu versus Dolson. A look at that matchup and the different ways that top players play it. So I looked at Daigo, of course you know him, Ryu player. Tori Messingo was a top Street Fighter 4 Dolson.
Okay.
See how they play. And then Daigo played against another sim. And then Filipino Champ played against Alex Valle.
Yes.
Filipino Champ played against For Wood. And each of those Ryus had a different style, and each of the Sims had a different style. And it's super cool, I think, to see how there are those different takes on the same matchup and the same characters. But, that's something that a fighting game can do. It gives you this sense of individuality in how you play. So, anyway, check it out.
Yeah,
hope you enjoy it.
I can't remember. I think it was from one of the GDC conversations. A lot of people have been live tweeting it and stuff like that. And one of the talks about esports was, how much of the most successful esports it's like some of the crucial ones are where the players a lot of their personality can shine through their gameplay. And I mean, obviously I'm biased, but I just don't feel like that happens more than in fighting games.
Yeah.
And I feel like Street Fighter V, the way that it's built, because it's so fundamental based and it's less set play, that you really get to see the personality of the players a lot more. Because before it was just like, okay, you're an Akuma player, you better learn this vortex. Yeah. And then everyone was doing the vortex, right? But in this game, like that one at Winter Ball, we had 3 Kens in top 8, and they all played differently. Right. Arturo and Filipino Champ play very different Dolsons, So yeah, again, just leads back to I'm excited for final round. So
Daigo didn't pressure that hard. When he got a knockdown, he just sort of stayed at third screen, quarter screen range, whereas Forward was like dash, 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 dash. It was totally different.
So again, Dimension Kick. The uploaders were YogaFlame24 and Black Vegeta X, right?
Yes. I also want to shout out Flying High on YouTube. puts up videos as well, and not just for Street Fighter. He has also done a bunch of Marvel 3 online Marvel 3 sets. So those are all good. Those are people who I follow who put up pretty regular content. That
I gotta start going into there and just checking this out. But God, I just like. Do you actually like put them on while you're working or something like that and watch some of them in the background?
No, I typically do it like while I'm eating breakfast or eating lunch or in between ranked matches or find little times here and there. If I'm at the gym, something like that.
Someone's saying that there were some massive Smash 4 changes today.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that.
I didn't hear about that, yeah.
Another change that I heard about is that Kinder Party is going to be leaving.
Oh, that's right.
Marvel Lives. I don't know what the deal is.
The only thing that I saw from him was a tweet that just says that he needed to back up a little bit, off a little bit. He's just probably busy. I mean, look, life is life, right? Well, everyone's got lots of stuff that they got to do.
Of course. So. I hope that things are okay. But in any case, he's going to be leaving that show.
Podcast, yeah.
And not commentating anymore either, which is unfortunate because he was really good at both of those. So today was the last one he hosted. I watched it. Kane Blue River was on there.
Persia's taken over as the main host starting next week. So, but someone did mention also that there were some KI leaks as well. I guess Maya's twin sister is going to be in the game or something. Like, she's a brand new character. But then a Gears of War character is going to be showing up, like General Ramza or something. I mean, look, I call him the Arbiter, so there's no way I'm going to know anything about General Ramza or whatever his name was. So, but apparently a couple of characters did get leaked. But they're supposed to be added to Season 3 at some point in time.
Interesting.
Yes.
That's coming out pretty soon. March 29th is not far away.
Exactly. Ram. Oh, it's just Ram. Okay. All right. Arbiter and Ramza. There we go. Ramza. There you go. I don't know why I thought there was a Z in there.
Well, Ramza is for something else.
Oh, is that what it is?
I forget.
Okay.
Ramza 1.5. That's fine. Or 1 up.
Nice.
Anyway, anything else to talk about?
Nothing that I can think of right now. I did want to apologize. The First Attack episodes are taking a little bit time to come out, but I'm trying to do something different. Look, I don't ever mean that the First Attack shows to go for 2.5 hours, for 2 hours. Like, I literally go in there with the intent of making them last like an hour and a half. And then you know how I am. I just talk forever and ever and ever. So basically what we're trying to do is get someone to edit them down into smaller bits so that they cut out a lot of the parts that I ramble. And then I'm going to upload the smaller bits so that they're more condensable, they're more consumable. But I'm also going to upload the full thing as well. Just in case you really have the time to sit there and watch the full 2.5 hours, you want to see everything that I have to say about the topic, whether it's tangential or whatever. So I'm going to upload both of them so that way for those who don't have as much time, they can watch the shorter ones, etc., etc. So it's a little bit of experiment I want to try out. Hopefully people will appreciate that kind of situation. So,
who's your top 8 at final round in Street Fighter 5? Absurd question.
Look, I'm hard pressed to ever bet against Infiltration. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna say Infiltration will probably do super well.
He probably will. About the catfishing thing, I don't know if there's much to say.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Sucks.
It happens. I mean, I don't know, like, there's nothing to really talk about it. You know, it happened.
It was a fact of history.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry it did happen. Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, especially to anybody who, in particular, felt like that they were, in particular, deceived.
Yeah.
For me, whenever I see a picture on Twitter, I just assume it's not them. I guess that's just how I am. But I guess the person also passed off other photos as well, so.
Yeah, and like talked on Discord and stuff. So.
Yeah.
In any case, I don't know super much about it. And in any case, it sucks. There you go. That's basically my take on it.
Okay.
Well, will there be a new face in top 8?
Ooh. I'm going to say, well, what counts as a new face, right? Someone who has only played Street Fighter 5 or one of those players that's always been kind of good but just off the radar and then he just makes top 8?
like Native Impact picks a good character and he does. And he wins
Right.
NLBC.
Yeah. Exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
Right. See, I would say I would bet on that.
Yeah.
But not like someone who just picked up Street Fighter V. It's not. We haven't been playing long enough.
Years from now.
Yeah.
But
Sonic Fox could very well.
he's not a new guy.
Yeah, but he's new to Street Fighter.
Yeah, he is, I guess. But yeah, like there were many people in Street Fighter 4, and this always happens, who in all the games who saddled themselves with poor characters, and if in this game they pick a good one, and like they're all good, so then you'll see a different result. You'll definitely that's a real effect that I went through. Of playing Q for a million years, and making like 3 top 8s ever, and then winning a bunch of locals in SF4.
ST Cammy, baby.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, it's real. Baby. It's real.
Yeah, have I actually ever won a tournament with ST Cammy? I don't know if I have. Second place is the highest I've gotten for sure, because that's when I got bodied by Daigo.
Yeah.
When he laughed at me. So. Daigo, please.
Geef. A bunch of 3 punches, a bunch of rotating the stick. Easy life.
Man.
Not exactly, but it was definitely easy compared to Q.
Right. God.
Well, anything else to talk about?
Nope. Just make sure you tune into Final Round this weekend. Again, Capcom Fighters will be streaming all of Street Fighter V. But make sure you also check out Team Spooky stream, and I'm sure there's going to be a ton of other ones, like maybe Combat Network or whatever like that. A bunch of people are probably going to be streaming there as well.
You want to check the FGC calendar? Is it in there?
That's true.
I believe that 6:45 is doing the Marvel.
Oh, okay.
But let's see. Yeah, there's a whole list.
Okay, so it's Capcom Fighters, Team Spooky, Funky P, 6:45, all spelled out.
Yes.
Combat Network, Smash Studios, and NYC Furby.
Okie doke.
There you go.
All right, well, have a good one. Enjoy Final Round. We'll be back on Tuesday, but right before we go to Sacramento for NorCal Regionals the very following weekend.
Yeah.
Making 4 consecutive weekends on which I will have flown in an airplane.
Real? Oh, that's right, because you just came back from on one, huh?
Yeah.
Well, also, I just want to remind people that this Thursday I will also, so in 2 days, I'll be doing a First Attack episode. I'm going to try to do them on Thursday from now on. I was trying to do it consistently on Monday.
Yeah.
Then I remembered, here comes all the tournaments, and I remember why our Monday shows got canceled all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to do them consistently on Thursday, so that way when we come back from events, I don't cancel them every week. So
Cool, man. All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Peace out, everybody.